I have been asked that question by Kenneth Branagh when I was 20, and I played Ophelia in his film version of Hamlet. And first day of rehearsal, and everybody sat round in a circle cross-legged on the floor, and all I'm thinking is, oh my God, he's going to do trust exercises, I know it. And panicking, or that he's going to start talking about Stanislavski and things that I know nothing about, or worse still, Shakespeare, which I also knew very little about at the time. And lo and behold, he went around the circle and said, I'd like to know, who do you all act for? And I just was last in the ring, so you can imagine my mounting anxiety, Julie Christie, Derek Jacobi, and all these extraordinary actors, Ken. And every single person said either a parent or a loved one who had passed away. And I'm sitting there thinking, I know what I want to say, but I'm going to wait for somebody else to say it first, and nobody did. And it got round to me, and Ken said, okay, Kate, so who do you act for? And I looked him right in the eye, and I thought, it's a risk, but I'm going to say it. I said, I act for myself. And it's really true. It's not a selfish thing. I do it because I really love it, and I really need it. And it's only in the last few years that I am able to kind of sit back and say, okay, that was my calling then. I can only really admit that to myself now. And I do it for myself,
It's funny, actually, she mentions that. I think that's true, because she doesn't really care about people's opinion. And I say that, obviously, I loved what she cares very much when someone likes or doesn't like the film, but she doesn't read, she's totally unaware of reviews. She never reads any review. I've never seen her anywhere near a newspaper film review of any sort, let alone one of her own
Oh, really? You don't
movies.
read other
She
reviews
doesn't
either?
read reviews. No. And she's totally unaware of the release of the picture, when it's coming out, what it's, someone rings her and says, would you like to hear the numbers this weekend? And she says, what do you mean by numbers? Stuff like that. She really doesn't know what they're talking about, which is a wonderful state to be. And it's not a, fabrication. It is genuinely. She's not. It's not what she does it for. Which I'm in awe of, because of course I'm the total opposite. No, I'm not really. But I'm more concerned. I think I'm also more concerned. It comes from from working in the theatre, which is that I have to know what the critics have said about the plays, because the plays have to continue. And I have to know if someone's got a bad review, I have to pick them off the floor. So I got so used running a theatre and directing plays to translating reviews and making them into positive things for people that it's very difficult for me to disassociate myself from that now.